Well, I put this up to you guys a week ago. If I should keep the V6 or if I should put a 4-cylinder in it, which is over there. And every single one of you, except for like 2, said keep the V6. So, guess what? We're going to tear this V6 out. I'm just messing with you. Don't you guys worry. We're going to keep this V6. One of you guys mentioned move the coil packs. Unfortunately, I can't move the coil packs. These are what is it called? A waste spark system, so that this coil pack actually goes all the way down to the spark plug, so I can't actually move it, and then it actually sparks the back cylinder at the same time. So you can't really move the coil packs. They are a waste spark system, and they do run all together, and they go all the way down. I could try to put them on the back side down in there, but I'm definitely not going to do that. So I can't move the coil packs. You probably could, but I'm not going to. It's a lot of work that I don't really want to do. So what we're going to do today is we're pretty much going to get rid of a lot of things that I do not want in the car. I do not want this, but I need this. I do not want this. I do not want this. I do not want that. Do not really want this, but I'm probably not going to do anything with it. I want that. What don't I want in here? In here, I do not want this. I do not want this entire unit, and I do not want that carpet down there. So we're going to start tearing this car apart, and I'm going to keep you guys updated on how it's going, any problems I come across. Cruise control is going to come off as well. Not a big deal. You guys have seen me remove cruise control. But yeah, let's get this thing torn apart. Well, I really haven't touched anything under the hood yet. But on the inside, oh body, did we touch her. So, I'm in talks with this guy. And it looks like this is almost the exact same. Well, not almost, but I don't need any of the key. I don't need any of the dash. Now, this is not my harness. I am getting this from another guy on Facebook. I don't really mess with these V6s, so I haven't even really put any effort into making a standalone harness for them. So what we're going to do right now is we are going to kind of just prep this thing the same way as we prep a 4-cylinder. I'm going to disconnect all the wiring that does not go to the engine harness. I'm going to keep this connector, probably just cut this right here. So then that way I can have the wires that come out of this plug here. And we're going to go from there. So let's see how much wiring we can take out of this thing. And hopefully I can wait for some instructions. But we'll see. I just want to see how far I can get this thing apart. Still have the headliner and the windshield in it, but that's not a big deal. I do have my trusty friend around me, which is these pair of wire cutters. So I'm just going to kind of let them go to town and see how much wire they end up cutting out of this car. So quite a bit of wiring is actually out of this thing now. And if you guys take a look, there's my engine harness. There's a plug that went to the dash harness. I have this one unplugged. I have the complete computer unplugged and the top one unplugged. So I don't have any of the fender wiring out yet. I'm pretty much running out of time today. I gotta go inside and make dinner, get ready for work. But yeah, the fender wiring's gotta come out. There's nothing that's really attached to the car except for this fuse panel. So I do have to lift this up and then pretty much disconnect some of this here. Like I'm gonna get rid of this. That's actually an aftermarket security system, so that's gotta go. This right here is junk. I'm not going to cut it. I'm just going to unplug it. There. It's all going to get zip tied up there. This here has got to get grounded again. And the fuse panel has to get disconnected and put over there. But I have the plugs out that I think I need. I haven't got any diagrams yet. But as soon as I do, I've got permission to give it to you guys. So stay tuned. I'm going to try to get you these diagrams. And I'm going to try to walk you through this. Now, I don't know what years it's going to do or anything like that. But you know what? I just love bringing stuff to you as the Demolition Derby drivers. You know what? This sport is all about helping people. And if I give away this harness for free on my YouTube channel with the permission of the guy that helped me make it, or actually the guy that made it that showed it to me, because I don't know too much about V6s. I would happily get this out there so you guys can actually use it. But we're getting along. We're getting some stuff out of the car. This is how much wiring has been removed so far. That is just basically doors, fuse panel, dash. There was an aftermarket security system in this thing. I hate it when people put these in the car. You want to ruin a perfectly good car? Go put one of these things in it. So we are getting there. Next time I come out here, I'm probably just going to smash all these fuse panels off, and I'm going to unplug everything and zip tie it out of the way. I do want to shorten up this intake. I do want to put like a 90 on it, try to move it somewhere else, because you need to keep this mass airflow sensor. The V6s do not run a MAP sensor on these older ones. They run a mass airflow instead of a MAP, which is a mass air pressure. So we do have to keep this, unfortunately, which if it falls off, the car will freaking die. So we got to keep that. But yeah, we're coming along. The car is getting pretty stripped. My tight schedule seems to be kind of working for us. So we are getting things out. All the wiring's been removed. I do have the fuel pump wires. So if you guys don't know, a lot of the times I do keep the factory tank in it right up until the point I'm ready to start building it, so I can still move it. So what I do is I have the positive and negative for the fuel pump right here. If you guys don't know, blue's the positive for the fuel pump and white is the negative for the fuel pump, and it will pump it to the motor. Some things that I still want to take out from underneath here is my e-brake pedal. It's kind of a giant nuisance and in the way, and when I do that, I can remove the cable. I still have to take out this carpet. I want to cut stuff like this away on this car. It's just something that my knee can get hooked on, so these are going to get removed. This is going to get removed. Anything that could cause me bodily harm inside the ring is going to get removed. So, there you go. This is how far we've gotten. And it's getting there. This is going to be a slow build just because of my limited time I have to put in on it. So please bear with me, everybody. We're probably going to loop the coolant lines. I don't know if we're actually going to do it or not, but it's pretty simple. Might leave the heater inside of it just to try to get some of the heat out of it, because this is a V6 motor and they do run pretty hot. But thanks very much. Thanks everybody for watching. We are getting stuff done on this. And come back on the next episode. Hopefully I will have some details on this and I can kind of walk you guys through this. So, I'm learning, you guys are learning, we're going to do this together. Thanks for watching, everybody. Oh, and if you want to know who's doing this, I will give away his name and his YouTube channel next week when I put up a video. You guys can directly message him. He does sell these harnesses ready-made. He's working on newer Camrys. I believe he's got V6 right up until like 2005, but don't quote me on that. But you know what? He's a great guy. I've been kind of dealing with him for quite some time, and I actually want to go down to the US and Derby with him. So he's helping you guys out by giving this away for free, and that's what this sport is all about. It's trying to help out your fellow drivers. So I will give away his name next time I put up a video, so stay tuned, everybody, and we'll see you back here later on Zach's Workshop.